Hello, hello, Chris Baki from Games Previewed here with a look at Tanks But No Thanks. Say that 5 times fast. Okay, so this is Tanks But No Thanks. This is a game for 2 to 4 players, and I should point out that as a reviewer, I review print and play materials and then use my own components for things like the dice and the meeples and stuff like that. So what you are seeing is a print and play version of the Kickstarter game that you see right now. I just want to make that clear. You command a battalion of tanks, and in this game each tank is represented by one of my cute little acrylic cubes here because, again, this is just the print and play version. Go see the tanks and the bases on the Kickstarter page if you want to see the actual components, but for this is just showing gameplay right now. So this is set up for a 2-player game, and what you're going to do on your turn, you've got 2 dice here, red and green. You're going to move by rolling the green die, or shoot by rolling the red die. You must choose one action or the other, and once you roll the die, you are committed to that action. So I want to move my tank, so I'm going to roll just the die, and it says 3. So I can move my tanks any combination of 3 spaces I want. I can move 1 tank 3 spaces, I could move 1 tank 1 space, and then a second tank 2 spaces. I could move 3 different tanks 1 space. It's up to me. Tanks move like a king in chess, so they can move 1 square in any direction according to the dice roll. So for this dice roll of 3, I can move this guy 1, 2, and I'll move this guy 1 like that. And my turn is done. The other player would then take their turn to roll. Eventually, I'm going to be in a position to shoot, and so to shoot, I'm going to declare an opponent and then roll the red die here. So this tank here wants to shoot this tank here. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to roll a 5 or a 6 on this die for my shot to reach the red. So here we go. That's a 6. So my shot would hit this tank and it would obliterate it, just take it completely off the map. If I had rolled a 4 or lower, my shot would have fallen short and missed. Shooting works just like a queen moves in chess, any direction up to the number of spaces on the dice, as long as you have line of sight. The other part of the game here is these bunkers in the middle, which cannot be shot through and don't produce any offensive capabilities. And then these bases here against my back row and my opponent's back row. The first player to lose their tanks loses, or the first player to destroy all of the other players' bases wins. So destroy the bases or the tanks and you win. The game also has an expansion pack listed as one of the stretch goals. This expansion pack looks kind of like this. This is one set of expansion pack cards, and this is the bonus power side of things. Basically, each one of these just gives you some extra bonus powers. And this is the secret mission set. So each of these gives you, a secret mission, something extra to do in the game. Just in case you thought the game was too easy or a little too strategic, this gives you something else to play with. Okay, so that was Tanks But No Thanks. Perfectly fine, simple, abstract military game. Sometimes you don't need the 14,000 pages of instruction manuals and really detailed statistics. These tanks make 1 shot. They take 1 hit. When it's hit, it's out. It's done. You can explain this in 3 minutes while you're drinking a beer. So really simple sort of game. I like that because it's so simple, you can really focus on the maneuvering, the strategy of a game, trying to figure out the best way to outmaneuver your opponent or whatever. There's a note in the credits that I think is really interesting. It says, "Special thanks from James to his brother Adam, who convinced him to dust off a game he made for the family 24 years ago. Thanks also to James' wife, kids, family, and friends for their ongoing support." So this is an old school kind of game. It's simple, it's abstract, it's not for you if you really need that really rich story, or if you want to take a half hour setting up all the super detailed stuff. This is for someone that really just wants to get right into the strategy of a game without worrying so much about whether that panzer or that wolf has a 3 attack or a 4 attack, or having to consult a really thick rule book. This has been Chris from Games Preview. Thanks a lot for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe down below so you can get more of me and more games in your life. Thanks for watching.